talk about probably the biggest news so far this week in another slow week in the sports world because of the pandemic. Washington football team has a new name, and it is exactly what I just said, the Washington football team. What is your guys' opinions on that?
I think it's so lame. Why? I wish they would just come up with the name quicker, but I get they're going to vet the whole process. I do have news on this front. I saw a Reddit post today from somebody who was checking domain name registries, and they found that the same IP address that had originally registered, I think it was dcredskins.com, which was the Washington Redskins official site, also registered the domain washingtonsentinels.com. So that could be something to look out for. A disclaimer would be that typically they would go ahead and claim the domain for all of their potential names. So, they would want to go get the Sentinels, they'd want to go get the Red Wolves, Red Tails, any names under consideration. But this was a new development that happened recently. So Washington Sentinels potentially, but for now, the Washington football team, which actually kind of goes hard now that I'm thinking about it.
No, it does not.
I mean, it really is comical. Like, I was just fucking weak at it this morning when I couldn't stop laughing. And the funniest part about it to me is that it's substantially better than what it was, and it's still somehow shit, but it's so much better than what it was. So I don't know. I mean, also in terms of what Phil was talking about, I did see a Reddit post late last week that the reason they didn't announce a name last week was because somebody has trademarked all of these like 15 names that they've been thinking about getting. So they're working on figuring that out. So I think that would also be what's going on with the domains. Maybe that's why they just got the one so far, because they're still working on the other trademarks. But Washington Sentinels, I mean, it is what it is. I guess it's better. It's better than what it was, but I'm not thrilled with it.
I would have liked to see them do 8 different names throughout the season, and they could have 2 at home. No, 2. You'd have 8 names, and you'd use them in 2 games each, 1 at home and 1 at away. So then the fans could see what the home and away jerseys would look like, and then they could make it fun.
They're gonna change the jerseys every week. I don't think Nike's gonna.
That's
be down
a big
for
money
that.
maker, bro. I'm telling you.
I don't think Nike's down for that. That's a lot
It's
of
like
money.
It's like when you get a free trial and you keep getting a new email to extend your free trial. I like that idea.
See, and then they could have a whole bunch of alternative jerseys too. See, that would be hard.
See, on the other hand, what did you guys think about the jerseys?
I mean, they don't look that much different
same,
than the original ones, right? I guess they just have a number on the helmet,
better.
which it just looks like a generic college jersey now, so not bad.
The font's a little bit better, I think, on the jerseys. Like, the font was a little bit outdated on the old jerseys, but yeah, I definitely think they're like some college jerseys, but they're some of the like elite college jerseys. I like them.
I wouldn't say that. I'm not a fan of their colors. Looks like a muted 1980s non-renovated McDonald's with that red and yellow. You could just
I wouldn't be tripping if they changed the colors with the new name.
Yeah, which they already said they're not going to, but I mean, I wish they would.
I really don't mind the colors. They're not that bad. I mean,
I can't even see them.
I am colorblind, but I still like their colors, the burgundy and it's like goldish yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little thing for the people that are listening, that young E here is definitely colorblind, and it's very interesting watching sports with him sometimes. Going on top of that, just a random thought. The color rush, does that bother you?
I mean, so there was one game that really got to me, and I think it was 2016 season, and it was a Thursday night game, and it was the Bills and the Jets, and they were in red and green, and I could not see shit. I was so confused the whole game. Both teams had white helmets. I was just watching the game. I had no idea who was on whose team. I think the final score was like 13-10. I think Nathan Peterman was playing fucking quarterback. You know, it was a shit show of a game. Anyways, I don't think they could tell who was on whose team, but you know, it was that was not fun. But other than that, I think most of the color rush jerseys I can distinguish between. The Ravens color rush jerseys are really fucking nice. I really like them. So yeah, I mean, I guess if we played the Chargers in the color rush jerseys, I'd probably have a tough time, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
Best color rush jersey, or actually, I'm not even sure if they're color rush jerseys, but the 49ers all white retro uniforms this year were the best in the league. Oof. I'll put that on everything. The white reds,
they're hot. Nice. They're hot. But I don't
not
know.
As nice as the throwback Dolphins, though.
I don't know about the best.
Throwback Dolphins are nice too. The Dolphins have one of the best colorways for sure.
I wish those would be the permanent ones.
Same.
One day, maybe next year when they revive the team with Tua.